Hey everybody, this is Ryan from Android Coliseum, and I've got a bunch of little things to show you about this LG G2, and there's just so much to show in just one video that I couldn't fit it all in. So these are some of the features I want to dive in a little more depth on. I mean, obviously, you have the cool thing of knock on, which is kind of cool. I don't know if you can see that really quickly, but this is the coolest thing I think is the fact that the little ring lights up when it turns on. Anyways, knock on, and you can knock off. Now, I mentioned in my other video how very much Samsung it was like, very much TouchWiz. They have their own LG Smart World, which is their own apps. There's the LG Backup. You can even remote service call straight to LG, safety care, stuff like that. Direct, very much like Samsung TouchWiz. The settings up here are very much like Samsung. Same thing, all the quick slide apps are all right there, just like that. Again, yeah. So it just reminds you so much of that when you get to play with it. But here's some of the features that I want to dive into. First off is the camera feature. And just like the other LG out there, we have the option to say cheese. We can say cheese, kimchi, smile, LG, whiskey, whatever you would want to say. So let's just make that go away, and you can say whiskey, take a picture. Kind of cool little features. Autofocus has a bunch of different points. You can tell it manual, you can do face tracking. The image sizes, we have 13 at the 4x3, or what we probably most likely would take at the 16x9. It's only 10, but still more than enough for most people. Color effect, you can play around with that and get live transitions to that if you really want to play around with that. Timer feature, you can set the capture time. You can set the shutter tone. Volume key can set the capture and stuff like that as well. And that's another thing I actually could show you is that if it's off, I can just hold down and you're there into the camera feature. Now, how long it takes to do that versus knock on or slide over, I think it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. All right, other features you can play around with. Obviously, you only get to your video mode and whatnot, but which is kind of a nice little design here. Easier for people to tell which of the different features. Shot and clear actually looks very cool. That you can take a bunch of pictures and remove parts from the back. You got HDR, panoramic, a VR panorama, burst mode, beauty shot, i.e. smooth it out, dual camera, just like the S4 was doing, time catch shot. So some features like that. And you get a different look of how you swipe through as well. So very much like almost like some of the very beginner digital cameras have these kind of normal features into it, or just put it in normal mode and do that. Setting itself doesn't really do much, which is kind of weird. But it's a nice camera. It takes really fast pictures, really quickly. So yeah. Another feature I wanted to show off would be the cool little translate feature. And let me just see if I can find it. This quick translate, it was called Quick Translator. Very neat little feature that I'm not connected to the network. Okay. Oops. Quick Translator. Let's go in here and make sure it works here. Is I can select it to do either a word. So if I get something that's in French here, let's get picks up the word. So it's automatically translating each individual word. I can even do a line. Oh, yeah. Come on. Line. It works super fast. Now, sometimes the optical recognition is very poor, so that can happen. But we can also do a block of text. Whoops. Go back. Sorry, trying to how to do this with one hand, sometimes a little bit tricky. Try to scan through, translate it. It does a pretty decent job. But you can see some of the text on it isn't that cool. So that's the camera and the quick translate feature. All right, I'll do some more videos after this at the break.